people studying to get their driver's license. So that's kind of cool. It's a bunch of baby ducklings waddling around. That's what you do when you see noobs on bikes. Oh my god, there's the police behind me on my left. Just 2 cars behind me. That was like, you couldn't have timed that any worse. Mind you, if it had been 1 car behind me, that would have been worse. And they're not even, they don't care. Hey guys, M13 here. I'm going to do a quick how-to on how to do a burnout. And I know most of you that ride are probably like, because it's a pretty easy thing to do. But nonetheless, you got to remember back before you'd ever done your first one, and you know, maybe the very first time you did it, it wasn't quite as easy. First things first, the first time I ever did a burnout, I went somewhere like this. I was on gravel, and I thought, oh, gravel's a good place to do it because it'll be easy for the tire to slip. So it's kind of like a cheat to get it going. Problem with that is the front tire is also on the gravel, and you need the front tire to have traction and brake while the rear tire spins freely. So what I suggest for your very first time ever doing a burnout is actually to put the front tire on cement and then the rear tire on gravel or sand or grass, somewhere where it has less traction. Okay, I was front tire on the cement, rear tire on the grass, but I decided to move to front tire on fairly clean cement to rear tire on a bunch of gravel and sand, just because it's better for my secondary camera there. So the bike started, it's a neutral. You need to remind yourself of ways to stop. The very first time I did a burnout, I actually, once the rear tire was spinning, I literally kind of forgot how to get to stop spinning, because like the brakes were already on, the bike wasn't moving, rear tire spinning, and I just kind of panicked. And I think what I ended up doing was pulling the clutch in, and then the engines are like bouncing off the red line, and then I like reached over and turned off the key. Obviously you could just close the throttle. Another way that might be easier is if you, just the very first time, you wouldn't do this after that. Just the very first time you might be nervous, you might be a little panicky, you could just flick the kill switch with your thumb. Anyways, just a couple of fail safes to keep in mind. I know it's very easy to do, but still, you know, there's many examples on the internet of people having difficulties with it. So you put the front brake on. Let's get into gear. Clutch in, front brake's on. It's all about the front brake. If you weight down the front too, some people use their arms, their body weight to weight down the front a little bit. I use, I guess, my middle finger, and then I use these 2 fingers for the throttle, because you want to turn the throttle. I actually turned it the wrong way. You want to turn the throttle on while letting out the clutch, while keeping the front brake on fully. So I got the front brake with these 3 fingers. With these 2 fingers, I'm going to start to give it gas and let the clutch out at the same time. And if you do it just a little bit, see right now, the tail end of the bike raises up. So you shift, once you see, and that's what you want. You don't want to try to immediately do it, because the front might not be gripping the ground well enough to stop you. And if you just kind of gun the gas right now, the front tire could slide with the brakes on, and then you would just fall over. So you want the front brake on, give it some gas, let the clutch out a bit so that the bike shifts its weight forward. Once it shifts its weight forward, then the front tire probably has good purchase. Then you just give it more gas, let the clutch out. And now the front tire is spinning freely. Now I put the clutch in and turn the gas back off at the same time. And that's how you do a burnout. Your first burnout ever. Like I said, find somewhere where it's a bit uneven as a cheat. Get your front tire on something nice and clean, nice clean cement. Rear tire on grass, sand, gravel, just for the first time, just so you can get a feel for it. You know, and do it a couple times there, then maybe move to dry pavement to do it. It's the easiest of the stunts. It's so easy, in fact, it's not even really considered a stunt. But, you know, just a couple of months ago, I was doing a group ride with a bunch of guys, and I did a burnout, just a short burnout at one of the red lights. I was bored, there's a long light. And then at the next red light, one of the guys in the group pulled up beside me. He's like, "How did you do that?" You know, and I was like, "Really?" Can everyone? So it made me think, and I've had a couple of requests actually. So I just wanted to show you guys how to do it. Last time, go into gear, clutch is in, front brake. Let out the clutch, give it a little bit of gas. When you feel the rear end rise and the weight of the bike shift forward, that means you've got purchase. Once you've got purchase, then you just give it more gas.